When students sign up to this course, I want them to have a really playful and experimental approach to the work. I really want you to kind of push yourself and be willing to take a chance and be willing for things to go wrong. So we decided to divide the course into two parts, and the first part I've called Field Notes. I'm encouraging you to go out into your local area, and rather than going out with a plain piece of paper or a blank sketchbook, we make some grounds to go out and draw onto, and that really helps you to loosen up and make marks on something that's already there. I want you to gather and collect while you're out on location, and we bring all that back to the studio to then organise, arrange, rework, and to look at for our inspiration for the rest of that first part of the course. We look particularly at collections and collections as inspirations for work. In this course, beyond the mixed media techniques that I'm going to show, I'm really hoping to show you how important it is to organise your research and to have either workbooks or somewhere to store your work, and so that you can refer back and forth. I talk quite a lot about how different ways to make a mark, and really what I'm trying to get you to do is loosen up and not worry. And we're not trying to make specific drawings, we're really making marks, printed marks and drawn marks, and different ways to make a mark. And we're working on quite large grounds that we can then know that we can fragment. And then we start to think about fragmenting and reconstruction and repair and reworking. And that's when the things start to become very exciting. And I'll show you how to make a few simple mark making tools. I'll show you some of my favourites. So then in part two, we've called it Making Changes, Transform, Rework, Represent. We start off by looking at traditional stitching in cantha making and Japanese borrow, and we use that as a starting point. We'll start off in a traditional way, but I'll give you lots of ideas that you might take it off in slightly different ways. I really like to fragment my work down into small pieces. So I'll work large and I make marks, and they're energetic and they're gestural, and then I can select and edit. And with those little fragments, I've looked at lots of ways and thought about lots of ways of displaying them and presenting them. I often work in series, and throughout the course I'll show you lots of examples of series that I've made, and I encourage you to work in series so you can work really quite small and build up larger pieces. I've also tried to include references to my own artwork, so if I've shown a technique, I then show you how I've worked towards producing a finished piece of artwork. So it's not just something that you do and put in a drawer, it's something that you do that can actually build into a piece of work. I talk towards the end of the course about presenting your work and hanging your work and showing your work. So it'll go from the very beginning, from the very first ideas out on location, right through to finished work. I can't wait to see the variety of things that people are going to create. It's going to be great to see the progression of students and how they, really come out of their shell, I hope, and really take on board some of these ideas and push them and try them out. I'm looking forward to this course, and I hope if and when you sign up, I'm really excited to meet you. It's going to be really good fun and exciting, and I can't wait.